Hello everyone, it's just a dad. Today I'm going to do a comparison between these two espresso machines. So on the left I got the brand new Ninja Luxe Cafe espresso machine, retails for $500. Over here I've got the Breville Barista Express. Now this one's been out for a while, retailing for $750. It's on sale for $700. Sometimes it does go down around $500. Now I bought both of these with my own money and I wasn't paid for this video. But I do use links. So underneath the description, you will see some links to the Ninja and the Breville espresso machines. If you use those links, the products won't cost you anymore, but I do get a small commission from the sale. It is a way of helping support my channel. Okay, I don't want to make anybody mad in this video. I absolutely love the Ninja espresso machine. The technology inside it is amazing. It's a beginner that has never used an espresso machine could use this Ninja espresso machine very, very easily. Setup is super easy. Dialing in the shot is so nice with this Barista Assist technology. I have found on this Breville, me and my nephew, we spent a whole day trying to dial in this. Now, again, we're big. We don't necessarily know everything about espresso machines, but these are for home use. So I think they have to take that into consideration. This Breville was extremely hard to dial in. We had to use a scale, we had to get a scale. You get these pressure gauges, or I'm sorry, these filters, and I had to Google how to use the filters. There's not a great explanation for what coffee grounds go in what filter. Now, for some people, this is going to be very easy to use because they understand all this technology. I did not understand all that technology. It was extremely hard to set up for the first time. This one, the Ninja, now granted, I do know a little bit more about espresso, so that might have helped me a little bit, but I think coming from a beginner, you could dial in the Ninja within about 10 minutes. You would be set up, ready to go. Because in my unboxing video, I show you how to dial in the first espresso shot. You have to be patient because the first shot looks awful. It's only like 5 drips. But what happens is it first has a recommended grind size. And then it's going to tell you, okay, match the current to the recommended. Then it's going to do a shot. Then it says, oh, okay. It has a pressure gauge, I think, built in that they don't show you. But the technology says, okay, that pressure wasn't right. But here, let's change the recommended. You have to dial in, again, match the current grind size to what they're recommending. There must be a little computer inside there. Then you do another one. And again, it must have a pressure gauge, like the Breville, that it figures out, okay, that wasn't the right pressure. Now, let's change the recommended, dial it in by the third time of me changing the current to match the recommended, I had a perfect espresso shot. And after that, once the espresso's dialed in, you can do all these other drinks, which I'm going to talk about, which you'll see the recommended changes for each one. And all you do is dial in, match the current to the recommended, and brew. Over here, there's a pressure gauge that you have to figure out. Now again, that's intimidating to me. And I had the hardest time figuring it out. Now, this may appeal to some people, like the complete manual part of it, like I'm going to weigh out exactly. I don't even know the ratios. I just like to make drinks. I like to put fresh coffee in, brew an espresso shot, and then froth my milk, and then have a cappuccino latte or iced coffee or something. Because you can make an iced coffee with the Breville. Just make an espresso shot. And just pour the milk in cold and ice. It does make a good espresso shot, but there's so much more involved with this. You do have a few more different controls with the Breville, but absolutely love the Ninja. Again, I wasn't paid for this video. Absolutely was not paid for this video. I bought both of these with my own money, and I've done several videos. I've got several videos on the Breville, kind of how to set it up and different things, but I've got on the Ninja, I show you how to do an espresso quad shot. Whoops. We've got cold press. That was really cool, watching a cold press espresso shot. Like, that's pretty amazing. It brews it around 100 degrees. We can do a classic coffee with this. You can put your own coffee. They've got this other filter basket, which it almost reminds me that Ninja was not afraid to do something completely different. Like, Breville to me seems very, like, maybe kind of old school, like we're going to keep things kind of consistent and maybe basic. Ninja thought we're going to rethink everything about this. And so they've got the tamper, they've got this onboard storage. They gave you a funnel. The Breville, the biggest thing is the funnel. This is extra. When you do grinding the coffee, mine would always get all over the place and it ends up being a big mess. So what I found is if you don't want to make as big a mess, use the Ninja. I just made a huge mess using the Breville. But let me go over, okay, sorry about the confusion here. Just so they have a couple things that are the same. They have a built-in conical burr grinder. So you're going to put your whole bean coffee up here. They have a built-in conical burr grinder. Now that one does have, I think you can do some minor adjustments. You can really tweak that grinder, which that gets way too complicated for me. I don't want complicated. Up here, conical burr grinder. Again, they both come out for easy cleaning. I got coffee beans, but it looks about the same. Just no fine tuning the grinder. Just the machine's going to do it. They have a built-in water tank that's easily removed. The Breville does come with a water filter. The Ninja doesn't come with one. They said one's going to be available, but it's not yet. So conical burr grinder. They do 9 bars of brewing. I don't know exactly what that means, but I know they can build up 9 bars of pressure. They both are exactly the same. They both have PID temperature control. One of the major differences though, the Breville can do hot water. You can do steam with the steam wand, but you can also, there's a hot water dispenser. The Ninja does not dispense hot water. You can also program the shots. So a single shot and a double shot on the Breville, you can program that, how long that is. Very, very specific. So you can really get in and program those exactly how you want them. On the Ninja, it's got some different, you've got some settings inside, some like a hidden menu that you can get into and kind of adjust some things, but you can't adjust the length of the shots. Maybe you can, it's called brew strength, so it might do that a little bit, but it's not like the Breville where you actually time it and you can change the time that those are. So the Ninja has a built-in scale. So the first thing you're gonna put and again, okay, I'm all over the place, I'm so sorry, but I'm just excited about this video about how to talk about it. They both have a portafilter. The Ninja says it's going to come with a single shot, but this one doesn't. So it's got this Luxe basket. And you'll see the portafilter looks very weird. Like, I'm glad that they did that because with this Luxe basket, you can put a bunch of coffee grounds in here and brew a coffee. 6 all the way up to an 18 ounce into a travel mug. It brews a drip coffee in an espresso machine and it tastes really, really good. It's actually on the strong side a little bit. The Breville, you cannot brew a coffee with it. So with this, you can change the basket. And both, there's none of this like pressurized and non-pressurized double wall. I don't always understand all that. This is simple. I can put the Luxe basket in. The machine's going to recognize when I have the Luxe basket in. Again, the filter, dial in. So say we want to do a coffee, 16 ounce. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to weigh this. It's weighing, the Barista Assist technology is weighing that empty. And now I'm going to dial in. There's like a motor moving. It's not like over here where you're actually like adjusting the grinder itself. So there is a lot more technology in the Ninja, and maybe that could be something that we don't like. But so all I do is the current matches the recommended. Once that's set, then I hit the start grind. It grinds and stops automatically. Over here, I'm in charge of the grind amount. Like that's a very big variable. And it'll stop automatically, but I have to have that set really, really good. And over here on the Ninja, once I grind it, I just take this off and I simply tamp it. No, I leave the filter on, the funnel on. The tamper is specifically designed for the funnel. It's got a spring in it. So the espresso is going to stick up a little bit, or even the coffee, and you're going to tamp it until that spring touches the filter. So it's very well thought out with this tamper. Over here, the tamper is built in. You're in complete control of the tamping, and that can be such a variable. And I don't like when there's a huge amount of variable, because to me that just opens it up for, I just want to make a coffee or an espresso or a cold brew. I don't want to have to do a whole bunch of like thinking about it and trying to figure it out. The Ninja, I simply can just make what I want to make very, very easy. And look who has showed up. Miss Fiona. Okay, sorry about that, got distracted. Let's go on to another major difference, the milk frother. Now, I am not the best at milk frothing. The Breville is all manual. You're in complete control of the temperature, how long, the foam, the angle. Like, you got a milk jug. You put the milk in here, and you've got to hold it at the right angle. I didn't necessarily ever figure out how to do this. And then you turn it on and off with this big switch here. I love the Ninja. It's automatic. So it has a steam wand. It has a built-in temperature probe that's going to measure the temperature of the milk as it steams it. But we have this whisk. There's something magnetic in here that turns that, and that whisk the milk. Now, it'll whisk it according to the different settings. The first one is just hot milk. There's the low foam, max foam, and then we got this cold foam. I have made some amazing drinks using that cold foam. It spins it, but doesn't heat it. So when you've got it on the first three, it steams the milk and spins it. So all you do is you put your milk in here according to the lines or the cappuccino or latte line. You simply go like this. You also have a dairy or plant-based switch. So if you're using almond milk, hit the plant-based. If you've got milk like from a cow, 2% whole milk, hit the dairy. Then you simply dial in what you want. You hit start. It's automatic. It automatically stops. I don't have to do anything. That's so nice in my opinion. The automatic milk frothing is amazing on this. It works. I just wish I've got so many videos. I got about 15 videos on this Ninja espresso machine where I go through every one of these brews and I show you how each one works and how it tastes. And the Ninja also has something really cool. So you get your milk, you pour it out, you wipe the wand off with a wet rag, and when you stow it, it automatically purges water out that. That's pretty cool. Now over here, I think we have to do it ourselves. I kind of forget. So with that being said, the Ninja is 3 machines in one. It's an espresso machine, which the Breville is an espresso machine also. It's a drip coffee maker. I know it's hard to believe. It works. It's hard to believe that you can have a drip coffee maker with a shower head. It uses the same shower head that the espresso uses, the same grinder. It grinds it at a different size by you adjusting it. So that's how it does it. But the Breville cannot make coffee. And then we have this rapid cold brew iced coffee. It lowers the temperature. It takes a little bit longer, but it brews it at a lower temperature so you can put it with ice and it doesn't melt the ice as much. And we also have a cold press. You can make a cold press espresso, which I got a video and it works really well. Again, this video, I'm not going to be doing side-by-side taste testing and all of that. That'll be like a 2-hour video. I want to talk about just in generalities what the differences are. I haven't used the Breville in a very, very long time. But I got several videos on the Ninja on how to do all these different drinks. And then, you know, just the little things, the Ninja gives you an inspiration guide. It gives you a recipe book and it works. I've done about half these recipes in here and they are step by step what you do, what you adjust everything to from start to finish. It works. The Breville, I didn't get that. And another thing, like the quick start guide is big pictures and all of that. Now, again, another small thing. This is huge. If you have never done espresso shots before, they tell you what it's supposed to look like, and this machine looks exactly like that. It tells you what the terminology is. You know, they explain the Barista Assist technology. They talk about things, they tell you about the technology, and they explain it to you. Now, granted, the Ninja, this is 2024, just released. I understand the Breville. This one's been around, I'm not sure how long. I think 4, maybe 5 years. I don't necessarily know. And I know Breville has some really, really advanced ones with a computer screen, but they get really, really expensive. This one with all this technology, $500. This one's $700 right now. You know, in my opinion, the Ninja is just, it's the one to get because you're getting so much more for so much, for a lot less money. And you can see they both take up about the same footprint. And another thing, the Ninja, this area up here gets hotter. Then you can warm your glasses up here on the Breville. This one gets a little warm, but this one actually warms up a glass pretty good. Now in my reviews, I do use my very own coffee. It does work really well in this machine. This is just a dead simple sip coffee. It works good for espresso, cold coffee, regular coffee. It just works really good in this machine. And in all my videos that I make drinks in the Ninja, I use my very own coffee, and it does taste good. It's like a medium to dark roast. It will be available right underneath the video. You should see a picture of it where you can purchase it. Now, this video was not intended to say, you know, the Breville machine is a good machine. In my opinion, it's just more complicated to use. I know some people have mastered this. I've watched videos on it. They're extremely well versed at it, on how to use it. They make it look very simple. I've tried to follow some of those videos. I always revert back to the pressure gauge. There's just, in my opinion, too many variables. And I'm in charge of these. The Ninja is in charge of telling me what to set the grind size to. So I just never could really figure out the espresso range of the pressure gauge. It just, in my opinion, it's too hard to figure out unless I'm going to be using it like every day for, you know, I don't necessarily use these machines every day, but man, this one I might start using every day, because I can make my own into a travel mug, a drip coffee. Again, that's really hard to understand, that with an espresso portafilter, you can make a drip coffee, but you can't. It's not a pot of coffee. It's 18 ounces. Anyway, I could talk on and on and on about them. I hope I hit the highlights. Breville, hot water. It only has hot water. The Ninja doesn't have a hot water dispenser. You can program the shots on the Breville. The Ninja has grind and brew, grind assist technology. It's called Barista Assist technology. It has automatic milk frothing. I think Ninja hit an absolute home run with this espresso machine. Every time I use it, there's just little details that I just appreciate. Like, let me show you the drip tray. You wouldn't think a drip tray would be like, oh, I really appreciate what they did here. This is nice. This is nice. I can put a big 8-inch tumbler in here and brew right into it, but watch this. So these do fill up. Drip trays and espresso machines fill up with byproduct of steam and stuff. I don't necessarily know what's going on, but they do fill up with water. They have a pour spout. You take this over and you can pour everything out. And the coffee grinds from the grinder kind of stay in this little area here. The Breville, it's big, bulky. The coffee grounds get all mingled up with the water. There's really no good way of emptying it. It says it has a separator, but I've just found it just ends up being a big mess. Yeah, they do store their tools back here a little. I do like that. But, you know, just the drip tray and this little storage right here. Now, I know some people are going to say, oh, you're just sponsored by Ninja. I'm not. Again, I bought this with my own money. I actually waited about 2 weeks before I bought it, and I regret that because of past experiences. I have the hardest time doing espresso machine reviews and setups because they are so intimidating. I usually struggle because I'm a guy that reads manuals. I'm a guy that wants to go step by step how to do everything. You know, because I think when somebody gets this at home, that's what they got the manual. They're going to read it. They're going to read it, and they're going to do what the manual says. 9 out of 10 espresso machines are extremely hard to set up for the first time. And that's why I did not buy this. I waited 2 weeks before I bought it. And I regret that. I did not realize it was going to be this easy. And I've actually had so much fun making all these drinks. Not only do they taste good, but they're easy to make, and it's just exciting making all these different drinks. You can make an espresso martini in the Ninja espresso machine. Because of that cold press, it doesn't brew it as hot. I think this is going to be a very, very popular item for Ninja. You know, I'm surprised they haven't sold out of it already, but I think when the shopping season comes around, I think they're going to sell a bunch of them because it is absolutely amazing. Now, I don't know longevity, and that might be, this has a lot of technology in it. I imagine there's a little computer in here telling the grinder what to set and all of that, and there is a scale. So there could be some possibilities of it not lasting super long. And the Breville would probably last longer because of, it seems more industrial, like it's not as many moving parts, and definitely not like a little computer, but maybe there is with the programming. I don't know. So again, I hope this video helped. If there's something I missed that's the difference between these two, leave them in the comments down below. This was just, I sat down for about an hour and kind of just wrote things down and kind of tried to figure it out. I might be missing something. And again, sometimes I get so excited about a product that sometimes I get too excited and it really shows in the videos. But I am really excited about the Ninja product. And I did have a really hard time dialing in the Breville. So again, I use links. I bought both these with my own money. I'll put links to them underneath the show description notes. If you end up using those links, it'll take you to Ninja or to Amazon or even Walmart. I'm an affiliate with those. And if you click on that link, the product doesn't cost you anymore, but I do get a small commission from the sale. That way I can do these unbiased reviews and comparisons. Like, I'm not so sure that, if Breville was sponsoring me, they wouldn't want me to be doing this comparison. If Ninja was, I don't know that they would either, but I'm not held to those constraints. I can say whatever I want about either one of these products. This is an honest comparison. I'm just super happy about the Ninja. The Breville, in my opinion, was complicated and hard to set up, and it was frustrating. And again, be sure to check out my very own coffee, Just a Dad Dark Roast Whole Bean. It comes in whole bean, ground coffee, or even K-Cup. Just a Dad Simple Sip Coffee, hot or iced. Whole bean form, that's what I've been using, and it works really, really good in this machine. Okay, probably the most important question people wanted to know. 54 millimeter is the Breville, and 54 millimeter looks to be the Ninja also. They don't talk a whole lot about portafilter size. Maybe they do. Yeah, it looks to be the same. They both have the same 54 millimeter filter baskets. That's the size tamper you need. Also, be sure and check out my coffee, Just a Dad Simple Sip Coffee. You can buy it at justadadcoffee.com, or underneath the video, there'll be a little pop-up where you can buy it off of my store. That'll take you to justadadcoffee.com. I sell it in the whole bean and the ground coffee and in the K-Cup. And I ordered mine about a week ago, and that's what I've been using in this espresso machine, and I absolutely love it. The beans look a little bit light, but it's a dark to medium roast. I think it tastes really good. I've had iced coffee, regular coffees, and I've had espressos. So this coffee, the coffee that I sell, does really good with espresso, iced coffee, cold brew coffee, and just regular coffee in this machine. And also other drip coffee makers. So if you're looking for a coffee bean that just works in the brand new Ninja espresso machine, Just a Dad Simple Sip Coffee. So if you could give me a follow over on Instagram, and I have 2 Facebook pages, a Facebook page and a Facebook group page. I really would appreciate a follow. I do free giveaways there and kind of behind the scenes and how things are going. And that's the best way to communicate with me. My group page, you can leave a post and I'll try to answer it as soon as I can, but that's the best way to ask me questions and to see what's going on with the page. And again, I do use affiliate links. I am an affiliate with Shark and Ninja, Amazon and Walmart. So if one of the links down below, you click on it, it takes you to one of those websites and you end up purchasing the product. The product won't cost you anymore, but I will get a small commission from the sale. It is a way of helping support my channel. That way I can continue to do these videos that I love. I really do appreciate everybody's support. If you could hit the thumbs up button, that really does help out my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe, leave in the comments if you'd like to see something else reviewed or this compared to something. I look at the comments and I really do appreciate everybody's feedback. So again, if you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.